underway. Here are the categories for Double Jeopardy. We have train routes at first, then hot tunes, prisoners of war. Then you'll be S-ing the situation. Each response will contain a single S and then a double S. Then the Iliad and the Odyssey. And finally, appropriately enough, you can call me Homer. Jesse, where do you want to start?
Let's do hot tunes for 1200.
In 2022, this Glass Animals song spent a record 91st week on the aptly named Hot 100. Matthew.
What is Heat Waves?
Good.
Prisoners of War 1200.
Heinrich Harr's 7 years in this locale began with his escape from a British prisoner of war camp in India. Matthew.
What is Tibet?
That's right.
Prisoners of War 1600.
A POW in Japan, James Clavell wrote the screenplay to this Steve McQueen film, set in a German POW camp. Matthew.
What is The Great Escape?
That's right.
Iliad and Odyssey 1200.
These two, a god and a goddess with 6-letter A names, take the form of vultures to watch Hector challenge the Greeks. Matthew.
Who are Apollo and Athene?
Yes, you got them both.
Iliad and Odyssey 1600.
She's the loveliest daughter of the king of Troy. The tale of the curse of having her prophecies doubted is post-Homeric. Matthew.
Who is Cassandra?
Correct again.
You can call me Homer 800.
As this chief U.S. law enforcement officer, Homer Cummings announced an arrest in the Lindbergh baby kidnapping. Tanya.
Who is the Attorney General?
Yes.
Homer 400.
Homer Davenport, once a top cartoonist, depicted this president amid the now-forgotten 1899 embalmed beef scandal. That's a big fan of beef himself, William McKinley. Back to you, Thomas.
Homer 1200.
A gold mine promoter named Homer Pennock gave his first name to a city in this state. Matthew.
What is California?
No. Tanya or Jesse? The other place you might find gold mines, Alaska. Tanya, select again.
Homer 16.
The answer there is the first of the two daily doubles in the round. You're in second place, but Kat can even overtake Matthew, Tanya.
1000.
All right. Your clue in You Can Call Me Homer. Last name of Homer, a filmmaker himself, as well as father of a creative son. In 2015, there was a retrospective of his work in Portland. Tanya?
Who is Winslow?
No, I'm sorry. Cartoonist Matt Groening. His real-life dad was named Homer, just like on The Simpsons. That drops you a little bit. You're still in second place, Tanya. Select again.
Homer 2000.
Now honored by a plaque in a station in Roxbury, Horatio J. Homer was this city's first black police officer for 40 years, from 1878. Roxbury in Boston. Thankfully, no more Homers, Tanya. Where to now?
Oh, goodness. Iliad and the Odyssey 400.
She says she wishes she had died instead of running off with Paris, leading to the Trojan War. Jesse.
Who's Helen of Troy?
Right.
Hot tunes for 1600.
This Billy Joel song / history lesson references the Rosenbergs, Dien Bien Phu, the Edsel, and of course, Wheel of Fortune. Tanya.
What is We Didn't Start the Fire?
You got it.
Hot Tunes 400.
This 1985 top 10 hit by the Power Station shares its name with a 1959 Marilyn Monroe film. Matthew.
What is Some Like It Hot?
Yeah.
Hot Tunes 800.
He noted, "It's getting hot in here," and followed with the helpful, "So take off all your clothes." Jesse.
Who's Nelly?
That's right.
Hot tunes 2000.
Moving forward, using all my breath, modern English saying, "I'll stop the world and do this." Tanya.
What is Melt With You?
2000 for you.
Assessing the Situation 400.
It's the B in Elvis's classic TCB, Mama. Thank you. Thank you very much. TCB, taking care of business. Tanya, select again.
Assessing 800.
It precedes "and light" in a phrase meaning extreme pleasantness. Tanya.
What is Sweetness?
You got it.
Assessing 1200.
The answer there is the other daily double. You are within $1,400 of the lead, Tanya.
Let's go with 1000.
You will still be very close to the lead, if correct. Here's your clue. Assessing the situation. Unjustifiable, or lacking crucial elements on the field at Dodger Stadium.
What is Baseless?
You got it. That's 1,000 for you.
Assessing 1600.
In singular form, for a change, this word comes before tailed in the name of Oklahoma's state bird. It's scissor-tailed. Back to you, Tanya.
Assessing 2000.
This 10-letter type of below-market property is more than just a fixer-upper. It could be in foreclosure. Jesse.
What is possessed? Repossessed?
Sorry. Matthew.
What is repossessed?
Also incorrect.
Ah,
That would be 2 double S's. This is distressed. Tanya, you select.
Let's try prisoners of war 400, please.
Shown on TV in a North Vietnamese prison camp in 1966, Jeremiah Denton repeatedly blinked to spell torture in this system. Matthew.
what is Morse code?
Right.
Prisoners 2000.
This Frenchman who wrote Being and Nothingness was a prisoner of war from 1940 to 1941. Matthew.
Who is Jean-Paul Sartre?
You got it.
Iliad and Odyssey 2000.
This Cyclops traps Odysseus and his men in a cave to eat them, but is blinded when they make their escape. Matthew.
Who is Polyphemus?
Correct for another 2,000.
Iliad 800.
This faithful wife of Odysseus fends off multiple suitors while waiting nearly 20 years for her husband's return. Jesse.
Who is Penelope?
Correct with less than a minute to play.
Train routes for 400.
Moving at a glacial pace, this country's Glacier Express from Zermatt to St. Moritz is called the world's slowest express. Tanya.
What is Switzerland?
Right.
Train routes 800.
For decades, this famous Paris-Istanbul train route passed through the Simplon Tunnel in the Alps. Tanya.
What is the Orient Express?
Correct.
Train routes 1200.
The Rocky Mountaineer offers routes from Vancouver, BC to Jasper or Banff in this neighboring province. Jesse.
What is Alberta?
That's correct.
Train routes for 2000.
The Trans-Siberian Railroad takes about a week to get from Moscow to this large city on Russia's Pacific coast. Matthew.
What is Vladivostok?
Yes.
Prisoners 800.
Andrew Jackson was 14 when he and his brother were taken as prisoners during this war. Matthew.
What is the War of 1812?
No. Here, Jesse. That was the American Revolution. We won't have time for the final clue, I'm afraid. A tight game between Matthew and Tanya. Here's the final Jeopardy category all three of you will be dealing with. Inventions. Make your wagers while you think about inventions, and we'll come back. We're thinking about inventions in Final Jeopardy today. Here's the clue. 1917's Elements of Trench Warfare said this Old West item was difficult to destroy and difficult to get through. 30 seconds. Good luck. Begin on the end with Jesse Lampert, $4,600 coming into final. What did he invent as his response? What is barbed wire? That's correct, from the frontier and the trenches. So you're going to add, oh, you almost double it, bringing you to $9,199. Tanya Parrott in second place. We know she knows her Old West props. Did she know it was barbed wire? Yeah, barbed wire, that goes with buffalo chips. So you're going to add to your total as well, just $1. You have $10,601. So a lot is riding on Matthew Marcus's response here. Did he know it was barbed wire? Oh, he did. Did he wager enough? $8,000. That's $21,400 today, bringing him to a three-day total of $87,400. Thanks for joining us today, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.